Hi, welcome to Furhour Talks. Today we are having a special guest here, Coco and Charlotte. So let's dive into a conversation with them. But before that, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Hi Charlotte. Hi Coco.
Hi, thank you so much for having us.
Welcome to Furhour Talks. It's our pleasure to have you. So let's quickly jump into our conversation. We want to know more about both of you. So how did you meet Coco?
So it was actually very random. It came on a random day. I messaged like more than 20 people on Divizzle and Facebook. And out of nowhere, this person came back saying, I have a teacup Pomeranian.
Okay.
And I said, can I see a picture?
Okay.
She sent me a picture of a white little dog. Was tiny, was like this size.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, perfect. Can I come today? And they said, no, tomorrow. So I went the day after. Next minute, I have a brown little dog who's looking at me and he looks like a fox. And I was like, this is not the same picture as the picture. And she was like, no, the white one's already gone, but you have the brown one. And Coco looked ugly. Like, I can't even say he looked ugly. And I was like, okay, no, I have to take him. So, I took him.
But he's so cute right now.
He actually turned out well. But the first instant was just, he was not very pleasurable.
So what made you go for a decision to have a pet in your life?
So when I was younger, I had a dog. Her name was Kelly. And she was a mixture between a Pomeranian and like a local dog in Bahrain. So her face was like very Pomeranian-like. So I really wanted a Pomeranian who was small because she was a bit of like a medium dog, like double the size of Coco. So I was like, I need a Pomeranian. And I've always wanted another dog and something to like have around. And it's fun, you can go for walks, you're not alone. They're always there to accompany you. So yeah.
So do you find any difference between a Pomeranian and a different breed, like any other breed? Is there some sort of a difference, or there is a particular reason that you are attracted?
I just love the Pomeranian's like face. So Coco's got a very different face to the pure Pomeranians.
Okay.
They have like a few where they've got like the fox face. He's got the similar fox face. His nose is longer than others. But I just had my mindset on a Pomeranian, and it was completely different to Coco. But when I got him and when he grew on me, I'm in love with him. Yeah, my little baby.
So you faced any sort of challenges when you brought him home? Like first few weeks, they were challenging for you?
Yeah, the first day I was ready to send him back.
Okay.
So I got him home and we had two other big dogs at the time. So one was a German Shepherd and then the other one was like a Labrador mix. So Coco was literally this size.
Okay.
And the other dogs were huge. So they would not get along. So it was very difficult keeping him like aside from them. So the first night I slept in a different room with just Coco on my own, with no other dogs there, because Coco would try and move around and he wasn't very, he wouldn't sleep. He was very restless. And that night, in the middle of the night, he woke me up biting me.
Okay.
He literally attacked me.
Okay.
And his eyes were red. It was really scary. And he would get in these aggressive mood swings. But he grew out of it. I kept teaching him and everything. My mom was like, it's okay. He's gonna change. He's gonna change. He just needs the love. And I said, okay. And yeah, he changed.
So you got him in Abu Dhabi, or it was
Dubai.
In Dubai?
Yeah.
In Dubai. Okay.
Yeah, some lady's house.
Okay. And no, but you brought him home to your Abu Dhabi home or here?
Dubai house.
Dubai house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so in the beginning, actually, my parents weren't really happy. They didn't want a dog. But when they saw Coco, they were like, oh, he's so cute. So, yeah.
You had to send him for some training or something?
No. I did everything alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you share some tips with us? Like, how did you manage to train him?
So, in the beginning, it was, for example, peeing. It was like pee mats. And I had this spray, which I'd spray the mats with. Because he would just try and pee everywhere. But eventually, he would get in these angry spells whenever I tell him off. So it was very difficult where he would really bite and his teeth were sharp.
Okay.
But then he stopped biting. He started doing it in the right places. And now I can change him, for example, from the balcony. I can change him to the bathroom. I can change him to my bedroom. I can change him anywhere. And he gets it very quickly. So he doesn't go back and do a mistake somewhere else. So he's learned that way. And then for sit, I just kept training him with a treat. And it's like the repetitiveness, you know.
What was the first trick you taught him?
Sit.
Sit. Great. And any sort of like disastrous or funny moments you can share during the training time, like he must have?
He just got very angry. It was like you were seeing a different dog. It was like an angry bull coming at you. This small little angry bull.
So you were seeing anxiety and stress into him?
A lot. So a lot of like anger was just all the time. So that I needed to cut out because if there's a kid around or someone around. So now sometimes he will do little growls if someone like sits on his tail or before he gets hurt. So he will growl. But it's not anger growls. It's just like, leave me alone.
Okay. So how you managed at that time the anxiety and the stress which he was facing?
I just kept like taking him out of the anger situation. So when he was angry, I would take him out of it and put him away. So like put him in the bedroom alone.
Okay.
So it was like, that's your time out space.
Okay.
Because I know like you shouldn't time him out in the bedroom where you do go and he goes. But he learned it in a way where when I'm alone, it's time out if I've done something which I shouldn't have.
So you used to give him his own space?
Yeah.
His own space.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that brings us to like, we talk a lot about the physical health of the pets and like what kind of exercises and everything. It's like everywhere. But it's like less talked about, the mental health is less talked about. So have you seen any sort of emotional kind of imbalances in him, or how do you take care?
So not really. I mean, he does, you can see a bit of emotion like whenever I leave, for example, because he's very attached. But he has got attached to my mom as well. So if my mom comes and she spends like the day with us, and then she leaves, Coco just looks at the door and looks really sad with like the side head.
Aww.
And then he gets better. But if I do leave, then he does look a bit down. But if you try and play with him and kind of take him out of that situation, then he gets better, like he forgets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes him happy?
Treats.
Treats?
Yeah. Let's see. Coco, what's this? What's this?
Ah.
Also when he's out of clothes, that's his favorite part and favorite time. Treats, going for walks. So he loves his walks. If you just say the word walk, walkies, walkies.
Yeah, he's reacting.
Sometimes he reacts and sometimes he starts like barking.
Okay.
Now he's a bit calm, but yeah, he starts barking. He knows the word. He knows like cat.
Okay.
He knows meow. He knows like, who's that? Woof woof. Or he knows, I'm coming. Then he starts barking. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah. So there's a few things what makes him happy. Yeah.
That's cute. That's so cute. And like when I noticed this thing that I have been to various people's houses who have pets, but I found them like very friendly when I entered the house, and he was like such a friendly greet he gave. Which actually surprised me also because I'm a total stranger to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is he like that with everyone? Or?
So it's actually funny. So normally with men, he is a bit barky, so he will bark.
Okay.
But females he loves. He absolutely loves females. But he has changed recently because I've tried to teach him stop barking at the door and stop barking at people who's coming in. Because he would bark a lot. So every time someone comes in, like I would give him a treat when he doesn't bark. And I would say like, don't bark, for example.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what's your pet's ultimate happiness moment?
Me coming home.
Okay.
Going for walks. Lots of treats. And lots of cuddles and massages. That's his favorite part. Like, look at him now. His little eyes.
Pet me, pet me, pet me. So let's move on to the traveling part. So I suppose you will be traveling all around. Your profession must be demanding, or you like traveling all around UAE or outside UAE. How do you take Coco also along with you?
So sometimes I actually do take him to work with me, and he sits in the office and he runs around. Everyone comes and pets him. And then, like, when I do travel, I do leave him with my mom. So my mom comes and takes care of him and spoils him a lot. So the food which I don't cook for him, he gets cooked. He gets a special menu every day.
Okay.
And then when I go to like Ras Al Khaimah, or if I go to Oman, or if I'm going to Furhour and I'm camping, I tend to take him with me. So he's a very easy dog, to be honest. Like, he's very chilled, relaxing. He would rather be in my arms than like playing at daycare, for example, with other dogs. He's more of a human person, or he's like a small group dog.
Okay.
So he doesn't mind like a one-on-one or a two-on-one. But when it comes to like massive groups of dogs, he'd rather be with humans. So yeah, I do take him. Like, we went camping the other day with one of his little friends. We went camping to Furhour.
Okay.
So we spent 2 nights there. They were really good. They hardly barked. They just got a bit scared from the fireworks.
All right.
But yeah, so I do take him with me most of the time when I can.
So you just mentioned that even Oman you have taken him.
So we went to the Oman border and they asked for his passport and they asked for some stuff and we didn't have. So we ended up going to Ras Al Khaimah to the opposite end.
But outside the borders of UAE, he has not yet been there. Internationally, like prior to him, you have had any dogs?
Yeah, so
you
I had
used to tell that. I think you have told me that.
Yes.
You were staying in India.
Yeah. So I had a dog when I was in India. It was like a family dog. Like, if you compare both lifestyles, like UAE to India, there's not many like dog events you can go to. Not many socializing with your dog. Because there's lots of dogs around on the streets. You don't know if they are vaccinated. You don't know if they're healthy. You're not really sure. Also, there are lots of snakes in the gardens and everything. So it was more of a challenge there, for example, making sure that she was safe. So it was like, we go out with her, don't let her just roam outside. It was like that. Whereas here in Abu Dhabi, like Coco, I'll just let him go outside, run around the garden, run around the backyard. It's completely fine.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's like a bit different. Also here you do have more events, what you can take your dogs to, which is nice. They have like a Pomeranian event. They have like a developer, like Nikhil sports event. They have a dog event. They've got so many different things for meeting people.
Okay. So in here, like, how do you travel? In public transport and all, is it easier to take him, like as a taxi or something?
So I do drive and I've got my own car, so I don't really take taxis. When I do need a taxi, if I'm going out somewhere and I want to take him, then I just put him in a bag and then put him on my shoulder. No idea that there's a dog there until they see his little head. Because he's actually really quiet, so he doesn't bark much. Especially if I'm going out somewhere with him. So no one knows unless they just see him.
What's your view if we have a pet taxi or something in UAE or India or anywhere in the world?
A pet taxi is very useful, to be honest, because people who don't have cars, taxis don't allow pets at all. Like, if they see the dog, they will completely refuse. It's just Coco was very small and he was quiet, so I did get away in the taxi. But if you've got a bigger dog, for example, you can't hide them. Also, there is no form of transport. Any public transport, you can't go on. If you don't drive, you are stuck in a situation of you have to ask a friend if someone has a car, or there's no option.
Right.
So a pet taxi is actually something which is really, really needed, like, for most people over here.
What's your dream vacation if you have to take him along then?
The beach. Well, no, I love the beach and I love the sea. He hates the swimming. So, honestly...
He hates swimming, huh?
Yeah, he does not like swimming. I'll put him in the water and he just like, get me out of here now. But yeah, probably he likes the sand. He likes running on the sand, but he doesn't like the swimming.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's more like a mountain kind of a person?
Yeah.
I mean, a dog. I can't refer him as a dog. He's like a person only to us.
Yeah, no, he loves nature. He likes mountains. He loved the beach when I went on the weekend to Fujairah, but he just refused to go in the water.
So we'll move on to a game time. I've prepared a small game for you. It's like I will be saying a phrase and you have to let me know it describes you or Coco the best.
Okay, perfect.
Okay? Okay. So, but you have to be quick. I'll not give you time to think.
Okay.
Okay. So, most likely to steal the bed.
Coco.
Most likely to demand attention 24/7.
Coco, definitely.
Most likely to ignore you when called.
This one.
All the pointers are going to you, Coco.
Only you.
Most likely to make friends with a stranger first.
Coco.
I thought it will be you.
He always walks up to people.
Okay.
I do talk to people, but he will walk up to anyone and wag his tail when he's out. But
Okay.
at home, it's like I choose who I want to be friends with.
Okay. And most likely to get excited over food.
Me.
You.
He won't touch food. He's like a not foodie at all.
Most likely to get zoomies out of nowhere.
This sleepy boy.
He's ignoring now, everybody. Okay. Most likely to cause chaos at a vet visit.
He's quiet, to be honest. No, actually me.
Okay.
One time I saw him getting an injection when I went to a vet, and the vet was poking at his arm. It was, I don't know, maybe I was doing his dental teeth cleaning or something, and they poked more than twice, and I was like, sorry, I'm taking him out. I walked out with Coco. I said, give me my dog now. I walked out, I'm like, I'm not doing this. Because they kept poking. I was like, no.
Oops.
And he was just quiet and just looking like, please,
Mama,
it's
I'm
hurting
already
me.
finishing
It's
it off.
hurting
Let me
me.
just finish it off. Okay. Most likely to win a fashion contest.
Probably him.
He's very good model.
Yeah. Look at him
Very
now.
good at modeling.
Look at him. Sleep. Sleep. Closed eyes.
Most likely to melt hearts with puppy eyes.
Coco. His little eyes when he looks at you and he just goes... And then there's like little tears and it's like...
So all the pointers. So Coco is the winner.
Coco, I think you've won.
Have you taken Coco to any sort of cafes, beaches, yachts in here in UAE?
Yeah, so my sister had her engagement party on a boat.
Oh.
So Coco's come on the boat with us. I do take him to like pet-friendly cafes, like in JVC, there's like 2 where you can take pets. Then there's different areas where you can take the dogs. So they do interact with like other doggies.
Okay, so how do you meet here, like with the other pet parents? How do you catch up with them or introduce him to some new friends or something? How do you do that here?
So, it's more like if you've known someone or you've met someone and then your dog has followed their dog's Instagram, that's mainly how you do find other pet parents. But in the beginning, I didn't know anyone. Like, I thought, oh, okay, I've got a dog, that's it, you know?
Okay.
But actually, when you do go and look further into it, you do find that there are so many dogs and there are so many dogs who's got Instagrams. So you kind of need to try and find a way to interact with them in order to meet your dog, like dog's friends.
Okay.
So it's very difficult trying to meet people, but now I've like met a few people who they try to organize like Pomeranian events. So that's the only way I do meet people, to be honest.
Okay. So have you ever used any sort of an social media app or any app you have used regarding play dates or something?
No, if there was an app, honestly, it would actually make lives much easier.
Okay.
Because in the beginning, Coco, like I didn't know anyone. It was just the luck of the draw. One day I went for lunch and I met someone who said, okay, she's got a friend. So that's how I knew 2 people.
Okay.
But otherwise, actually having an app would actually be really helpful because, like, for example, there are some apps where, like, you know, you can order food, you know? So it's like if you have an app, you can message someone maybe or find a way to try and meet someone.
Okay. Have you heard of Furhour matches?
No.
No? Okay, so there is an app which is named Furhour and they have a segment which is matches in it. And in that, you can get to know in your neighborhood which other pet parents are there and which other pets are they having, their breeds and all other information. So you can directly connect through the app And you can chat and you can set up a play date or, meet up or something like that.
Oh, wow. That's actually really good.
Yeah. So, you can try it. You can try that app. It's available on the Google as well as on the iPhone also.
Okay. Yeah, I'll for sure take a look at that.
So, have you attended any sort of event with Coco in the recent past? You can share your memory moment with us.
Yeah, so we went on a big bus tour. So we toured around Dubai with the dogs on a bus.
Okay.
And we had afternoon tea.
Okay.
So that was really nice. So it was like, I think it was Valentine's Day with our doggies.
Okay.
So we did that for Valentine's Day. And then for Mother's Day, it was like a group of us with Pomeranians. We spent the day together, having lunch, the dogs playing. Then we made something special and memorable to like remember our dogs because we're like their mums. So we made perfume.
Oh.
So wait, I actually have it here. But yeah, Coco popsicles.
That's so
the
cute.
perfume.
You can show it to the
And it's got a little
too.
Pomeranian on it. So yeah, that was something really nice.
So this is a pet perfume or a human perfume?
So no, it was a human perfume. It's for us. So what we actually did, we chose our scents we liked, what scents we wanted. So Coco was sitting on my knee the whole time and I was sniffing them, which one's nice. And then Coco was like, that one. So I was like, okay, this one's also going in. So to be honest, I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
But I think it's a very cute memory because it says Coco popsicles and it has a little Pomeranian and it says, I love you, Mom.
Oh,
Very small.
that's so cute.
So yeah, this is the little box.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. So they do different events,
Okay.
which I do attend with Coco. We've got a beach day, a beach Pomeranian day, like in a week or so. So,
Any funny moments you can share with his friends? Or maybe like any disastrous moments which you can share with his friends?
not really, to be honest. He's actually a very good dog.
Okay.
Like he's very chilled. Like there will be dogs like barking at him, or some of them who's like very anxious or excited. Coco just chills. He will just sit on my knee, probably like this, looking around. Then he'll see a dog he likes. He'll sniff, play a little bit, and then comes back and just sits with me.
I have a question for you. Actually, question for you and Coco. For both of you. Okay. Let's say he's getting a job in Dubai. So, which profession will suit you the best?
Probably CEO of like belly rubs.
So I have few of them here. So you choose one of them, or you can say all of the above also. It's whatever it is good. Chief Snack Inspector, CEO of Belly Rubs and Cuddles, which you said. Professional nap consultant, toy durability tester, and portion model. There is one more I will be adding to it. Creator of pawful perfumes.
To be honest, all of them except toys. Like he doesn't destroy toys. I could keep the same toy for like years. He's very good. He plays with them, but he doesn't destroy them.
So toy durability tester is the best for him.
No, he doesn't. Yeah. To be honest, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So Charlotte, we are at the end of the show. So before we wrap up, please you will have to give a special message to our viewers. You can look at the camera and they are waiting for you.
So I would like to say a big thank you to you for coming today and for this wonderful interview.
Welcome.
And second of all, I would really like to say that being a pet parent is a full-time responsibility. It's not just you get a dog and then you just leave him at home, for example. There are lots of things you need to do. PMATs are a big thing when you first get a pet, and then treats. But yeah, I would like to say a big thank you to all of you. And Coco, say thank you. Speak. Say thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys.
So that's a wrap for today's episode with Charlotte and Coco. It was a fun, enjoyable, and actually a memorable episode. So if you guys also enjoyed it, Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And until next time again at Furhour Talks. Thank you.